How y'all doing? How y'all doing? Watch this, read what you got. Y'all know who y'all?
Yeah, I know who y'all is, right?
Okay, I'll praise you. Revelation
I look
1:14.
at y'all, well, it may not be y'all. I watch Bishop Nathanyel.
Yeah, that's us. That's us.
Jackson, Mississippi.
Yeah, that's us.
But I need y'all to pray for
Hold
me.
on, one more scripture.
You talking about me right now.
Hey, I ain't gonna lie, you right.
That loud alone and
You
I
right,
smoke
you right. I lied. Go ahead. I said a couple, so you listen. All right, appreciate you, dog. Read what you got.
Revelation.
What you saying, sis?
I need y'all to pray to get them demons off
You
me.
gotta
I
stop.
still smoke loud and I still smoke cigarettes, but I follow the other commandments.
Okay, give me Hebrews 10:25. Let me show you why. Because you got to be able to get around like-minded. Come over here, sis. Come over here.
There ain't nobody here but me.
We got a school right now. We got a
try to tell them.
We got a school right now in Mobile. We got a school in New Orleans too.
Right.
That's an hour.
I ain't the traveling time, have crook.
Yeah.
I
Somebody
had a fit. I turned the corner coming from a funeral, and one guy stopped, and then I looked and I seen all of y'all. I made my son take me home and change shoes so I could ease back down here by y'all.
Okay. Watch this. I'm gonna give you the scriptures on how to break that spirit of the weed and all the other stuff. Read what you got.
Hebrews 10, verse 25.
Bring it out.
Not forsaking the assembly of ourselves together.
It said not forsaking the assembling of ourselves together. Meaning we got to come together.
Right.
Because we was once like you too. Hey, I was still smoking too, but I wasn't congregating. I knew I was an Israelite. I knew I was supposed to keep commandment, but I couldn't do it by myself.
Right.
But when I started congregating, that spirit began to leave off me because brothers in there not going to allow me to do that. And I seen that they overcame it too. They overcame the loud, smoking the loud. They overcame being a whoremonger, laying with this woman, laying with that woman. They overcame, so it gave me strength to overcome. So now I'm putting out the same thing that they put into me. You know what I'm saying? So you have to get around like-minded sisters that used to smoke good weed. They used to be this and that. You understand what I'm saying? Read it again.
Hebrews 10, verse 25. Not forsaking the assembling of ourselves together, as the manner of some
You
is,
see that as the manner of some people do. They don't come together. Come on.
but exhorting one another.
So when we come together, we gonna exhort one another. Sister, you can stop smoking. You don't have to smoke. Give you scriptures on it. You don't have to smoke. Don't defile your temple. You're gonna get put to death if you smoking it. You're not to do that. Not to mess your temple up. You understand what I'm saying? They're gonna exhort you to come out of it. Come on.
But exhorting one another, and so much the more as ye see the day approaches.
So much the more. I mean, you're supposed to want to assemble together so much more because the day is approaching.
Right.
The day that Christ is coming back is approaching.
Right.
So you should want to be as around your people as much as possible.
But it's
Like
kind of far
mine.
for me to get to Mobile. Jackson might be a little closer if I
No, Jackson is like 3 hours. 2.5 from some, maybe 3. Yeah, 3. So Mobile is like an hour, and then New Orleans is about this hour and an extra 15
Well, I don't
20
drive, so somebody has to take me.
Well, sisters, you're going to have to make a way for your salvation.
I know.
Yeah,
Right.
Exodus 3:13.
Right.
Look, when we was in the world, if that dude looked like Denzel Washington in the world to you, and he had that money, you going to find a way to get to him.
Yes,
right.
So we ain't trying to hit, sister. That
Right.
we would have did the same thing. Read what you got.
Exodus 3, verse 13. Bring it out. And Moses.
No. Hebrews 3:13. Hebrews 3:13. We got to, so we can't, no excuses. You know what I'm saying? We got to make that's an excuse, you know it. Now watch it, read what you got.
Hebrews 3, verse 13.
Bring it out.
But exhort one another
You
daily.
see that? We exhort one another daily. Don't you know sisters be doing so much at the school together? They be going over cooking stuff, all those stuff, sewing stuff, making clothes. Sisters doing skits, teaching the kids, coming up with commercials. Man, sisters coming together, exhorting to take the women that come back from the ghetto to bring them back to a royal princess.
Right.
There's so much exhortation going on that you'll be shocked. If you get around that, you're gonna be in that same process. No difference if when we was in the world, we knew what certain girls was. You been around, you know, you've been around, you know what been going on. So you know, okay, this friend girl right here, she like the gospel. I go to her for gospel. I got a friend girl right here. She be around all the dudes with the money. I'm gonna be around that dude be around her.
Right.
So my thing is, whatever you're around, that's what you're gonna end up being a product of.
Right.
So if you're around like-minded sisters, you're gonna be a product of that same thing.
Right.
If you stay around people that still smoking the kush, it's gonna be hard for you to break it.
Right.
You understand what I'm saying? If you still around them, you in your mind, I ain't gonna do it. Then next thing you know, you have nobody to exhort you to not do it, but you got 1,000 of them. Let me get that when we finish that. Let me show you something. Read that again.
Hebrews 3, verse 13. But exhort one another daily while it is called today, lest any of you be hard-hearted through the deceitfulness of sin.
You see that? Read that again. I want to make sure you get that. Read it again.
But exhort one another daily.
So when you come around, we're going to exhort one another daily. Get that spirit off you, right? Read.
While it is called today.
Why it is called today? Come on.
Lest any of you be hardened.
But if you don't come around, you'll be hardened. You know why? Watch this, read.
Through the deceitfulness of sin.
Through the deceitfulness of the sin. You'll be hardened because all these people around you is going to harden you. They ain't doing them bringing nothing but sin. Watch this. Get 2 Corinthians 6. 2 Corinthians 6 and 17. Showing you you're going to have to get around like-minded brothers and sisters.
Right.
To help keep your spirit. It's tough out here. Sin is running rapid and loose.
Right.
So you have to be around people that's in the spirit. Watch this, read what you got.
2 Corinthians 6, verse 17. Wherefore, come out from among them, and be ye separate.
Matter of fact, start at verse 14.
Verse 14. Be ye not unequally yoked together with unbelievers.
You see that? You believe, you know you're an Israelite. You know what God requires you to do. You know you're supposed to keep these commandments, right? But it said, be not unequally yoked. What?
Together with unbelievers.
They don't believe in keeping the commandments. They believe in something different.
Right.
They don't believe in you not smoking the weed. They don't believe in you, wearing a dress. They don't believe in that. But you do. Read.
For what fellowship has righteousness with unrighteousness?
What fellowship? What?
What fellowship has righteousness with unrighteousness?
So what fellowship have the righteous? You trying to keep these commandments with the unrighteous.
Right.
You gonna lose. I'm gonna show you that. Read.
And what communion has light with darkness?
So if you're in a house and you walk on all the lights off, the dark is ruling, right? So, but when you turn the lights on, darkness have to go away.
Right.
Yeah,
So it's gonna be either one or the other. That's what it's telling you. Come on, read.
And what concord has Christ with Belial?
What concords have God, the Lord, with a pagan God?
Right.
Are they gonna be sitting down together, the real Messiah and a pagan false God? That's why he said there ain't no fellowship. Read.
Or what part has that believeth with an infidel? And what agreement has the temple of God with idols?
So what agreement with God's precious temple set up beautifully, everything gold, and then you're gonna bring a false God in his temple?
Right.
That's no fellowship. You can't mix that.
Right.
Read.
For ye are the temple of the living God,
Come on.
as God has said.
Jump down to 17.
Verse 17. Wherefore, come out from among them,
Come out from among the Kush smokers. Come on.
and be ye separate,
Says who?
saith the Lord.
That's
me.
right.
Saith the
It
Lord.
ain't us. He said the Lord. Come on.
Right.
And touch not the unclean thing,
And touch not the unclean thing. Watch this.
and I will receive you,
Then he said, that's when I will receive you. Come on.
and will be a father unto you.
I'll be a father to you. But you have to separate from that thing. Watch this. Ecclesiastes 13:17.
Bring it
It's
up.
gonna give you another analogy of what it just said. Gonna make it much plainer. You know what I'm saying? But you have to separate. We all had to do that. I thought I had it. I thought I could do it. I was by myself trying to tell them. But then that's, I get it slipping and hitting the weed again. And that's when they want to bring the best stuff around.
Right.
Then when they get the best stuff around now, but pull up on you. You ain't looking for them. You hiding and they bring up, it's tough. You have to start congregating. Watch this. What you got? Yeah, 17. Well, 15, yeah.
Psalm 13, verse 15.
Bring it out.
Every beast loveth his light.
It said every beast loveth his light. Do you see, I know that ain't the terminology of them, but just to make it simple. Red birds, red jays flying with eagles?
No.
Do you see hawks? Do you even see hawks flying with eagles? You see eagles flying with eagles, hawks flying with hawks, pelicans flying with pelicans. They fly to their kind.
Right.
Read that again.
Every beast loveth his light, and every man loveth his neighbor.
You see that? So whatever you like, you be around. So you've been around that all your life. So it's time for you repent. It's time for you to separate from that.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Read.
All flesh consorteth according to kind.
Come on.
And a man will cleave to his like.
You gonna cleave to the stuff you like. Your flesh like the smoking weed.
Right.
Your flesh love the sinful nature. So it's automatically gonna cling to people that's around.
Right.
Right.
And then you think you're strong, but you're not, because you're not being exhorted, like the scripture say. When you come and you separate, that's when you be able to be strong enough to not do the things. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Only
Right.
when you separate and get around the like-minded. But if you by yourself, this is gonna be the result. Watch this.
What?
That's on
Verse
one of the
17.
flyers.
Yeah, get the flyer. Give verse 17.
Verse 17. What fellowship has the wolf with the lamb?
Now you tell me, what fellowship? Hey, I'm talking to you too, sis. You our sister too now. I don't get into it.
Okay,
What,
I'm listening.
okay, what fellowship have a wolf and a lamb? Okay. That ain't gonna be a nice fellowship, huh? Not for that lamb. That ain't gonna be a nice. That ain't gonna be. That wolf gonna be like this, putting his apron on and everything, sharpening his teeth up, got his toothpick ready.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? That's what the wolf gonna be doing. The
Right.
sheep just finna get devoured.
Right.
The lamb gonna get devoured. Read it again.
What fellowship has the wolf with the lamb?
So if a wolf and a lamb hanging out together, the wolf finna eat it. Same thing like why I was seeing is telling us.
Right.
If we hang around the people that's constantly gonna be sinners and not even trying to keep God's commandments, you're gonna get ate up.
Right.
Come on.
So the sinner with the godly.
You see that? That's what the Bible says. So what?
So the sinner with the godly.
So the sinner with the godly. So we must what? Separate from that.
Right.
You understand what I'm saying? We have to congregate with each other. That's it on that?
Yes, sir.
You ready?
So now,
Are you enjoying this?
so now, so now get Leviticus 23. So you know what today is too, right?
Sabbath.
The Sabbath. So now watch this. Read what you got. So you know. So you've been watching. How long you been watching online? Too long.
Yeah.
Ah.
But
We
see,
can't play
it's-
too.
I get in my room and I get on my phone and I love Friday Night Raw.
Deacon Asa.
Yeah, all night long.
So sister, you
So
got,
I just be,
I dropped that. Give me Psalms 119:59. So you know what you got to do. The Lord ain't gonna play on you. He gonna wait around on you. Either he gonna force you on in, or he just gonna let you go. The word eat you alive.
Right.
it might be forcing me now.
Yeah,
They deaf,
stuff
I
gonna
just
happen,
bury
yeah.
folks back to back.
Yeah, I'm trying to tell you. Yeah, Psalm 119:59.
Psalms 119, verse 59.
Bring it up.
I thought on my ways.
So you got to think on your ways. You know you haven't been congregating. You watch the classes, which is great. That's how we all begin to wake up and learn. Well, it got to be a time now. You have to separate and really go to the school.
Right.
Go
Right.
and congregate because it's going to another level now. You're not just on that level now of the beginning stage of just watching the video.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? You past that now. You know too much now.
Yeah.
You know it's entirely too much what the world don't know.
Right.
A lack of that knowledge.
Yeah.
You understand? Read.
I thought on my ways and turned my feet unto thy testimonies.
He thought on his ways. David said he thought on his ways. He knew I was wrong. But then he said, I turned my feet, meaning he repented. He turned his feet back to God's testimonies. Come on.
Right.
I made haste
He made haste, meaning he did it quick.
and delayed not,
And he didn't delay. He didn't take his time trying to come back to the Lord. Come on.
and delayed not to keep thy commandments.
He delayed not to keep his commandment because keep the Sabbath day is a commandment. Not only not to buy and sell it, but the congregating
Yeah.
part
Right.
Yeah.
is the commandment. You understand what I'm saying? So now go to Luke 12 real quick. It was 12 and 37 to 47. Luke 12 and 47, I think. Luke 12 and 47. And then when last time, you already been watching the video, but when have the world seen young black men on the corners teaching the Bible?
Right.
I ain't got a pen or pad, no
I
nothing.
don't know how we're gonna get in touch with Jackson to try to see if,
Yeah, well we here now.
cause they
Right.
won't believe me. I be trying to tell my friends that I hang around with, cause some of them, I be trying to help.
You got to do.
But
You got to fully
they
come all the
won't
way out
listen.
before you
But
can worry
you're right.
about them.
You right.
Because they gonna look at you as being a hypocrite
Yeah.
when they see you doing other stuff, and you will turn them away from God, the real God of the Bible.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? You will be actually putting a stumbling block for them to change.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? So now you got extra blood on your hands.
No.
Watch this. We don't want none of that on our hands. We already come out of blooded life.
Right.
Luke, we supposed to all be dead. If we want for the Lord.
Read. Luke 12, verse 47. And the servant which knew his Lord's will.
The servant which knew his Lord's will, you know the Lord's will is to keep these commandments. That's the whole duty of man and woman, is to keep the commandments and live. Follow what the Lord say and do it.
Right.
You know that. So read it again.
And the servant which knew his Lord's will and prepared not himself.
And prepared not himself, or she didn't prepare herself. She didn't begin to do it. She knew the Lord's will, but she didn't prepare, meaning she didn't do it.
Neither did according to his will, shall be beaten with many stripes.
You'll be beaten with many stripes. Come on.
But he that knew not and did commit things
And the person that don't know the Lord, the true Lord, because we think this white Jesus and the Christianity that they gave us is what's in the Bible. That's just some stuff the white folks gave us in slavery. So now we can read now. We can understand. He putting the spirit on us now. Because this is our Bible. This is our history book. Right. You know what I'm saying? This is our history book. So now we know what we're supposed to be doing. But if you're not doing it, you shall be beat with many stripes. But the person that don't know, you might have some people that don't know it. They're going to get beat, but they're going to get beat few stripes because, wow.
But he that knew not and did commit things worthy of stripes shall be beaten with few stripes.
Come on.
For unto whomsoever much is given.
So much is given you now. Right. Come on.
Of him shall be much required.
It's much required of you now.
Right.
You know, much is given to you, much is required.
We used to scream black power while heroin was pushed. But at the end of the day, nothing's in vain. IUIC has been given a vision. The tents of Judah has risen. Many has attempted the mission, minor murmuring, omitting, and missing the mark. Just reading that he had the flame of fire in his eyes gave us the spark. We on Paul's mission. We out on the road, purple and gold, from Mexico, Cuba, Haiti, Ghana, Sierra Leone. 144,000 boots banging, concrete crackling. These are our men repented at heart. The scriptures is proof. IUIC, we deliver the truth.